This segment brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. Progress powered by Kansas farmers.
My name is Crystal Cowan. I work with the Bureau of Land Management. We're at a wild horse and burro adoption right now in Tonganoxie, Kansas. The reason we have these adoptions with these wild horses is they roam on our public lands out west, and there's just too many of them for the land to support. So we gather off a certain number each year and offer them up to the public for adoption. If we didn't do anything about the numbers, they would double in numbers every 4 years. So we do give contraceptives, and then we do gathers as well. So we encourage the public to come out and adopt these horses and take them home and gentle them and train them and make them into whatever they want to be. If it's a companion animal or a donkey or a burro for their cattle or livestock, or train the animal for endurance riding or trail riding. Or another thing folks do with them is ranch work. They make really good ranch horses. We've got some ranchers that adopt these, and they come and pick out their good ranch horse, and they use them for ranch work for a few years, and then by that time they've received title and they're no longer property of the federal government, and they sell them and get a new one and start that one. We cover Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, and New Mexico, and we have an adoption event somewhere throughout our 4-state area once a month. Another thing that we help out with are the Extreme Mustang Makeover events. We usually have the pickups in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma for our events that are held in Fort Worth. This year it was in Decatur, Texas. We also ship animals to other pickup locations or help out with other Extreme Mustang Makeover events, and it's really neat to see what the trainers can do with those horses in just 120 days. My personal favorite is the youth, especially whenever the youth have a summer to work with the horse, and just see that bond between the youth and the yearling or the young horse is really remarkable. So whenever they're gathered out west, we prep them. So we first take them to a facility, we give them vaccinations, we pull blood for Coggins, we worm them, and then we brand them. You can see the freeze mark on the left side of their neck. It's angle symbols. We can decode it and read it, and it's kind of like that horse's social security number in a way. The first 2 symbols are the year of birth, and then the facility that prepped it, and then the last 4. So that makes the brand you see on the left side of their necks. So in Kansas we have a couple of events coming up, and then one all year round. So we have a Wild Horse and Burro Expo and Show. This will be our 22nd one to have, and it's going to be in Salina, Kansas this year. They're at the Saline County Fairgrounds October 14th and 15th, and we'll have a show, a trainer doing yearling demonstrations, games on horseback on Friday night, a lot of prizes for the adopters, and it's free for any freeze-branded horse. So it will be a lot of fun. If folks want to adopt any other time of the year, Hutchinson Correctional Facility is a short-term corral, and they keep around 350 wild horses there throughout the year. Folks can make an appointment and call and go in and Monday through Friday and adopt. They can also get on the waiting list to adopt a trained horse for the same $125 adoption fee. The requirements to adopt: you must be at least 18 years of age and have no prior convictions of animal abuse, and then have a proper corral to put the animal in. These horses are wild, so the minimum requirement for an adult horse is 6-foot tall fences with access to shelter and food and water, with a minimum of 20 by 20, like 400 square feet. So that's not very big, and once that animal is gentled and the adopter can provide medical care and lead the animal, then they can put them in whatever pasture they feel comfortable. It's 5 foot for yearlings and then 4.5 for burros. All of the animals up for adoption have negative Coggins and are all updated on all vaccination and dewormings. When the adopter adopts, they'll receive a health sheet, and it shows where the animal's from, if it was gelded, what date, if it needs gelding, and then vaccination dewormings on the bottom, and then a negative Coggins is stapled to the back. They receive an application for title 12 months later. They will then have a farrier, trainer, veterinarian, someone knowledgeable about horses sign off on it saying they've seen the animal in good care, and then mail it in to us, and we'll mail them a title. And that means that the animal is considered private property. It'll have the adopter's information as well as the horse's information. And then they've completed their adoption requirements.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.